Hi everybody, how you going? It's been a while. I've been very busy reorganizing my studio and running workshops, and I've been quite slack, yeah, but I just thought I would put this out and finish them. This is actually going way back to when I decided to open Judy Armstrong's art studio in Melbourne and Victoria, Australia. And so I have kind of very different doorways, pathways, I'll call them actually. And I'm going to, so one is mixed media, one is silver, one is my scripting, and one is encaustic and clay in my art studio. So those are all the things that I love to do at the moment. I'm always an artist. I'm always trying new things, but those are the things that I'm very passionate about at the moment. So what I'm going to do now is this is the layout. So these are the 4 doors that I have created for my doorways, and I am going to build them up now. Just I've roughly sketched that out, and I'm, as with the other videos, I'm going to do pretty much the same. So I'm not going to go into depth on this video. I am going to overlay this, and then I'm going to cut the 4 doors out. And behind the 4 doors, I'm going to have a representation of my work, but also with something I wanted to take further on. So I'm just going to use these 2 pieces of paper just to collage this piece. Then I'm going to cut the doors out and then glue the back piece onto the front, and then work out what I'm going to put behind when the door opens, just as in all other pieces, all other doors that I've done. I have been working on the cover also for this particular book when it's finished, which is I will do online. So I have quite a list of things to do. So you'll probably see an abundance of videos from me, because I'm just going to get through these, because I'm now sort of having to do workshops, and my time is not quite as free as it used to be. Without any ado, here we go. All right, now I've just stuck that down, and I want these to be organic, so I've drawn them on in ink, and you can still see through on this piece of paper. See them there? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to cut them completely organically, but now I have to decide which way I want them to open. So if I was to cut this one here this way, it will open that way. So you can make a decision on how you want, do you want them to open together, or do you want them to open, which I like. I think I like them opening out. And this is an organic doorway. So these ones are going to be opening out. Like so. And then you can decide, what are you going to do the same to these, which I think, oh, they open this way. No, I think they need to open out too. So I'm just going to cut those completely organically. Okay, so there they're done. Now, so as I said before, one is silver, because that's what I do, silver jewelry design. And one which is made from silver clay, not actually here, so silver clay, which is completely magical stuff if you've never used it. The other is mixed media, and which would be jelly printing, I suppose, too. So now I just wanted to have kind of something. Just let me just pop some silver on here. I think I'm just going to, just as a reminder of what I'm actually doing to myself, I'm just going to, since I have silver paint right there in front of me, I'm just going to whack some silver down as the background colour on that door. So that that's silver. And then we have mixed media. So I could so very easily, without too much thinking in this, at this present point in time anyway, having some mixed media paper in the background. What if I'm going to do something else? I'm not too sure. Whether I'm going to write words, I'm not too sure. Whether I'm going to put pictures, I haven't really thought that far ahead. I've just grabbed a piece of jelly printed paper. I think it's a brown. I think I like that one the best. So I'm just going to stick that one down for the mixed media background. Just double check that that's covering it. Yes, that's right. So we have silver, we have mixed media. Fabulous. And ink work. So ink work. So I might just put down no, I don't like that one. Could definitely do that one with ink work. So I might just glue this background down to do some ink work on. Okay. So this is the silver door. This is the mixed media door. This is going to be the ink and symbol door. And this is going to be the ceramic door. Now, the ceramic door I might need to, I don't know what background I need to put on there for that. But it just needs to be a pale background, I think. Very light. I might just use that since that's kicking around. With the ceramic door background, I'm feeling like I probably will just well, I'm not going to say what I'm going to do because I actually have no idea. I feel like I'm just going to put that as the background, I think. Well, you don't see any of these anyway because you glue, as we know, the top down. So these are just the doors. So this is like, it's fabulous. At this point, these are my doors. Silver, mixed media, ink work, and ceramic. So those are the 4 doorways that I came up with this month, which is way back when. Okay. So, with that in mind, I am actually going to glue that together now. So I'm going to glue this on top. Doing the edges is kind of really important. Okay, so lining up those 2 pieces of paper. So they're nice and level. So, oops, that paint was not quite dry. Not that it makes a difference, so. All right, because of course we're going to cover this with something in silver and something in silver, and I'm going to cover these 2. So, I'm just going to glue on there and flip that down. That will be that door. Door. I will go and find some sort of silver that I'm going to put on there to that one. And this one, well, we do have a little bit left of it, so we'll just stick that on. Okay. There's a little bit of glue that's needed there. Okay. Now I'm just going to leave those dry while I go and find something silver. So there's those beautiful doors. But I will let those dry before I cut them out. Alright, so we're back. I've run around the studio. I've cut off those pieces from the doors, and so they are, and I've found a couple of things. So I want to put my my business card, which is now cut up a little bit. So I'm going to put my business card on there, on that door, which is the mixed media, and I'm going to have some words or write something or do something else, but I will ponder that after I finish doing these final touches. So I'm going to glue that one on there. And this one here is just going to have this piece of beautiful old paper. Just a little bit of a collage. Now, I found a piece of silver, which is very old, which it won't glue on, I'm sure, but I'll have to sew it on, but I'll glue it on for the moment. It's a piece of silver that's been patinaed, and I didn't really like how it turned out. So I've never made anything out of it. So it can go on there as my silver representation door. So my silver door, my studio mixed media door. I found this piece of porcelain, and it's not glazed or anything. So I just got a bit of, you know, the old makeup shimmer that we love to use. That stuff just works so well on these sorts of things. It doesn't come off. I don't know how it comes off in your skin, but it doesn't seem to come off on this, just to give it a bit of colour. And I'm going to sew that onto that door for the porcelain door. And this is my ink door. So I do have some frottage of my symbols that I will be putting somewhere, but I'm not too sure where. But I will get my ink. I will get my ink work out and my ink brush out and so forth, and do some ink work on there. Now, at this point, I'm really happy with that. I don't know whether I want to separate these or do some sort of ink drawing maybe on them, or even in white. I'll let that just percolate, because I will take this inside tonight, and I won't do it probably in the studio. I'll probably sew those on, have a little bit of a think about them, maybe there's words that I want to take through. But so, hi, I'm inside, and I have sewn on a few little handles for the doors, as you can see. But I haven't actually put anything on the inside yet. So all the little doors open. And what I'm going to do, that's the silver. What I'm going to do is I've printed out pictures from my that I've been using on social media, that I've created, you know, and things like that, which is connected with these doors due to the fact that it's really all about my passion, my art passion. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to choose with some of these and put them within the doors or over here. I still haven't done ink work. I have outlined this leaf vein more that kind of looks like a tree, and I might be doing something with that in ink maybe. But I'm unsure at this particular time. So that's all I'm going to do, is I'm going to actually just glue, some bit of a collage work going on. Of course, the video didn't work. Anyway, I decided to use Indian ink reflection on the leaf vein that was on the print, on the jelly plate. I had numerous ones that I was going to use, the egg yolk and the burnt sienna, but I decided that this one would go the best. Obviously, I did it on the screen, but of course the camera decided not to record me doing it, but that's okay. I mean, it's just me I just drew on with the eyedropper that it comes with in the Holdcraft Indian ink, which is actually light, fast, waterproof, and so forth. And yeah, just made it look like a tree. Now, whether or not I do anything more to this, I'm not sure at this point, or whether it is just how it is. I will let it dry. This is just a water brush I use to spread it round and make sure you clean them, because otherwise they get clogged up, because it is a permanent ink. Okay. Sorry about not being able to show you the video, but that's how my silly camera works. Or I think maybe it's the user, actually, not the camera. So while I'm here, I thought I'd just take you through what I decided I was going to do, you know, how I'm working on... All right, so while that's drying, now, you know, I have AJD printables on Etsy. And this is from the Ancient Symbols pack, grunge pack. Ancient Symbols grunge pack that I've got. These are my symbols. And not that I sell them, and I don't, because I have been asked, and I am sorry for that, but I don't actually know even how to go about that. So these papers I've printed on half on A5, so two. It's not the whole thing. I think there's at least 10, I think 10 different, you know, versions. So what I'm going to, I bought these out. I only printed 6 of them, because what I want to do, because as you know, I'm covering up all my workings to where my pages come, you know, I'm covering that up with something, and then probably doing some other work in the middle of this, so that the book, you know, has things on both sides, but reflected obviously colors and so somewhat. I think it's going to be that one, actually, those ones. So I'm going to choose those, and while I'm here, as you know, and you've seen before, I'm sure, I'm just going to, now this is just copy paper straight from my printer. Now my printer is an inkjet, so when you add water, it does actually blur a little bit, and I don't actually mind that, but I don't actually leave it on for that long for it to worry. I just don't like dead straight lines. So I'll just clean these A4 pieces up. And this is just ink water that I was using, doing some ink work on something, and it's just cleaning the brush water. It's nothing nothing important, but I do like it just because it's not plain water. I can kind of, you know, see better maybe. Right. So once I do that, then I can figure out, I mean, I might need another piece because it, you know, without the white around it, it does shrink down. But I was thinking what I would do would find a piece of a jelly print that actually was kicking around that was in the same color tones and put that down along the edges. And so this is kind of what I've got so far. So now whether or not, as I say, whether or not I use only one of these and find another piece of jelly print that, you know, can go around the edges with the same color tone, yeah, and work it that way, I'm not sure. So I will have a bit of a play with that off camera, and I'll come back. Obviously you all have different pieces of paper that you can figure out what you're doing on the opposite side of your book. I have finished a couple of them with the backings. I haven't finished the actual page. Now, you might remember, must be about a year ago or more, I made small doorway collages in a very special book of mine. And I printed those out just because I wanted to have a reminder of those sort of a year past. So this was then, this is now. So I kind of like that for me. So I haven't finished the edges or anything or worked on these, but I am going to collage and draw and ink and do my thing on these pages. But I do have some of them started so that I can get to the actual covering of the cover of the book. Okay, all glued down. I found, of course, you know, my beautiful prints, but I also found some frottage I was working with, which with the leaves and so forth. So that sort of corresponded, and they were in the same colors. So that just made the whole double-sided page kind of work for me. I will probably bring something into the center here. Whether I do it as a single, I'm not sure, but I will work on that page. Whether I do it online or not is another thing. I don't know whether I need to sort of move on with this book, and because I have other projects I'd like to do online. So I've just done a quick little sketch there, which is just a bit of fun, complete fun. And that's it for me. That is my